want to thank everybody who commented on my question on my channel. I truly appreciate the feedback. Sometimes I'm too close and I just cannot see the forest through the trees. And I did get a lot of suggestions and takeaways from that. One, post on a regular basis. This Gemini has some problems, I tell you. If anybody ever knows a Gemini, something on a regular basis, yeah, that's for Taurus people. But I'm going to do my best. If I can't stick to one day, I can at least stick to one day a week within that week. I can at least do that, right? The second one is less collaborations. I can see that. And more me and less collaborations. I think I'm going to only stick to 3 collaborations for sure. And then I will go and collaborate on other people's, you know, channels. And every so often, I will do a special guest on mine. So I'm going to do 3. Dave Johnson. I have Lori and Danny Shea. I do every month, but we rotate on each other's, you know, channels, so it doesn't seem like it's always on mine or anything like that. And then Linda G, we're gonna just do a video every so often. So anyways, I'm going to try to stick to that too, not so many collaborations. And with Adam, I think we're just going to go and I'm going to go collaborate with him on his channel to grow his channel. So we'll go do that. Let's see. What else was there? There was steady stream of content, less collaborations, more me. And what was the other one? Oh, everybody really, really likes my remote views. Do more of those. And I did some more cups. I did Tim Walz. As you can see, there's a T on there. I did Tim Walz. And I did JD Vance. Okay. I couldn't help myself. I was like, well, let's do them too. Sorry for that. That's from my glasses. It's like a permanent mark. I look this way. Nope, this way. I look this way. Okay, so I'm going to definitely go over those in this video. I cannot believe what showed up on JD Vance's. I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked. So I'm going to definitely go through those. And people were asking me, how do I do that? What I do is I get like the darkest coffee, like thick coffee, kind that you can put a spoon in and it'll stand up. And I put a little bit in there. But as I'm putting a little bit in there, maybe a spoonful, sometimes less, sometimes more, but mostly a spoonful. Depends on how much I spill. And I put my intentions in there, who I want this to come out to. And I swirl it around at the bottom. And then I quickly just over a rack. And I let it sit there until it dries. So each one of them has my intentions in there. And then I get what I get. And then I read them. And before I read them, you know, I always ask for the Akashic records to help me out and to intuitively know what I'm looking at and things like that. I always do that. So there's that. And as far as remote views go, a lot of people ask me. So a remote views, when I'm doing a remote view, I may not understand what I'm seeing at the time. And a lot of times that's the reason why I do them live or real time on a video with you. Because what you hear and what you see helps me interpret what I am seeing myself. Sometimes I get it. Sometimes like, okay, this is a representation of this. But a lot of times it is something that I get maybe 2 or 3 days later. And with your guys' help, because each and every one of you are intuitive, each and every one of you help with the information of what you hear and what you see. And therefore, I get a more in-depth reading on my remote views. A lot of it is self-explanatory. You know what I mean? A lot of times someone like, I don't know what that means. Go into the comments. A lot of times, the subscribers have their own ideas, and then you can feel when you read something or when the information comes in, you can feel like, yep, that's it. That's it. That's exactly it. So a little bit of that explained. So give me a few minutes or less in video time. It's like split second, right? I'm going to set up my camera so that you can see the cups. And I'm telling you, I'm impressed. I truly am impressed. So hang in there. Okay, here we go. This one here is Tim Walz. They're just highlighters. They come off when I'm doing the dishes. All right. As we have talked before, this is current. I'm gonna go around this way, and this is end. So this is very interesting for Tim Walz. When he's an absolute impressive influencer in the people. Now he came on board and he influenced a lot of people right into here. And if we look on the other side, come back, when it comes for re-election, he also influences even more people. He does such a good job that he has a lot of people who support him, especially when it comes to re-election on that end. Okay, so let's go through here. Now, he's vice, right? He's vice, and so he gets the influence, and he comes down. He's vice. That we got to remember that. So, but he's important. He's vice. The base is just, you can tell that this is like a vice president, but he also gets a lot of the black vote. Okay. Coming down through here, he's just trucking along. This little guy, it looks like he's swimming, to be honest. You can kind of see them laying down. There's the butt. And he's laying down and the arms are coming out. Looks like he's swimming. So he's just supporting, he's swimming, he's doing really good. Comes up. He influences a lot of the vote, like this right here, I'm pretty sure is like the white vote, the black vote, the minority, whatever you guys want to say it is. But he has some influence on that. Then again, the pillars show up again. And then there's Kamala Harris and Vice President. There's something down here at the base. And I'm beginning to learn that when they're up high, they just have to have hurdles or they have to step over stuff. This is like a minor thing that they have to do. I just felt like once I said that's a minor thing that they have to do, that kind of felt like maybe protesters, Supreme Court, something along that lines. This is what they have to, that comes between them. Something comes between them. They have to deal with on that aspect. Now, this is very interesting to me for Tim Walz. Of course, let me see if I can get it. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to get it. I'm so sorry. This probably makes a lot of people like car sick or something. Sorry. Okay. So he settles in to being, vice president, and he kind of goes back behind the scenes and he starts digging into paperwork. He starts digging into the base of things, and he pops his little head out a little bit, but he does something really big for the the Black community and another community, the minorities. Maybe this is migrants, maybe this is something, but he does something. He goes down deep and he comes up with a great big, huge proposal of some sort that he's going to do. And then he kind of goes back into digging deep again to help. And then his, whatever it is that he does here, creates this tremendous amount of support right here. Tremendous amount of support. So whatever that is, I can't wait to find out. But he does something really impressive. Now, I'm not saying it's just for Black people or the minorities or, you know, migrants or something like that. I mean, of course, there's these written through here, you know, it helps everyone. It just helps everyone when whatever he does. Whatever it is that he does, it helps. I have a feeling that these right here, like this may be like wife, children, and maybe another family member that helps him at his base. Trying to find you can kind of see. But he has huge influence. I mean, there's not much. Once the influence came, he has tons of it. There's tons of it. So yeah, there's Tim Walz. Okay, as you can see, this is a JD Vance. As you can see, just like with Trump's, irrelevant. Nothing. I mean, there's nothing there. And he also makes it to the election, and he gets a very small amount due to his influence, I guess, a small amount of voters. This is the voters. I mean, JD Vance really didn't get much of anything in his cup other than once we start going through here and influencing, and look what he got the exact same thing, bars, as Trump did. He got the exact same bars as Trump did, but the difference between his and Trump's is these are solid, and it doesn't look like, you know, anybody is a lot, you know, dies or anything like that. And his influence just tanks by the time we get to like re-election or something along that lines. It's gone, just literally gone. But I found that absolutely fascinating that he got the 3 bars as well. Maybe he does something, or he says something, or he testifies, or he does something. There's something legal that goes along with him as well. Could be the stealing, it could be the lying, it could be a whole bunch of stuff. But he has a lot of like darks. I mean, look at how many dark spots he has in there. I can only take these little dark spots as there. I mean, there's just so many of them. His personality, his fractured mental capacity, something along that lines. As same with Tim Walz, and I think it just has something to do with being the vice. They both received the little itty bitty base on that little thing. So I thought that was really interesting as well. But yeah, Tim Walz does, or not Tim, this is JD Vance. JD Vance. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep it in the frame. But yeah, he really is, he's like zero influence, if any at all. It was like a waste of time for Trump to pick him. Absolutely waste. But they do have the same criminal behavior, same result in that they may end up behind bars. But there's definitely something, how convenient for you to get the exact same thing, almost in the exact same position as Trump. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Very interesting. I'll be doing more. Thanks, everyone.